All right, Itoro, thank you very much for joining us. Interesting match day we have in the Naija Women Football League. Super 6 playoff spots, some are still remaining, some have been taken already. Which teams do you think would secure the final spot heading into Matchday 12?
Well, Favor, I think very, very obvious there. I would say number one on my list is the Remo Stars ladies. We've seen that they've actually put up quite a good fight throughout the league, and it's kind of dicey that Edo Queens still tops that group. Talking about Group A, but of course Remo Stars ladies have actually showed us that they are not they are not going to stop fighting even until the last match that they get to play. So I see Remo Stars ladies there. I see Nasarawa Amazons, the last playoff, they were also there, and even though they didn't start off strong, I see them coming through. And of course Robo Queens, I think they have something to also, they have a statement they're trying to prove. And of course, even though they are playing away today, I think they are actually one team I think will actually make the cut at the end of the day. All
right, you just talked about Naija Ratels Robo Queens. Let's look at the game. I mean, potentially it might be a decisive one for playoff qualification. What approaches might we expect when you look at both sides, given their contrasting strengths, records, unbeaten home record for versus Robo Queens, 3-match winning momentum?
Naija Ratels have actually been quite, formidable at home, which is something that Robo Queens have to contend with when they take on, Naija Ratels later on today, or should I say later on today. So at the end of the day, taking a look at Robo Queens, they didn't actually start the season so well, but I'm actually glad that they finally picked up, same as Nasarawa Amazons. But taking a look at the both of them right now, I think Robo Queens stands a chance to actually go through if they actually can, bank on their winning streak and probably go score some goals, because at the end of the day, that's what it might actually result to. And of course, Naija Ratels being at home, they are always very strong in Abuja. It's going to be a very dicey one there. I think we're going to see, coaches come out to, give us what they've got. We're talking about tactical prowess here, because this is going to be a very, very, dicey game at the end of the day.
All right. Before I let you go, I'd just like to ask, beyond the immediate playoff race, what has impressed you most about this season when you compare them with the last season? And what's the overall development, of women's football in Nigeria? What does this particular season mean for women's football development?
Well, this particular season for me, Favor, has been quite impressive. We get to follow, the league. So much, social media presence this time around, and teams are, easily followed. Informations are gotten right on time, and I think that is quite impressive when it comes to women football, because we used to see more information about the NWFL and not enough information. Now there are not enough, media footprints on the social media when it comes to women football. This time around, it's quite impressive. Media, having a media officers that you can actually call to get first-hand information about the teams, and you're able to actually follow these teams when they travel, everything about them on a record time. I think that has been one of the great boosts that we've seen this season, and of course with the way the league has started, trying to make sure that they keep everything, making sure that they play a record time so that the league can actually wrap up in time. I think that is also quite impressive for me this season, and I hope they can actually build on this and we can see more improvement after the playoffs.
All right, thank you very much, Itoro. But for me, I'm particularly concerned about ladies playing in the morning, playing in the afternoon, as against the standard time that is expected of them to play. I wish that can change, and also having more sponsors. Having a league run home and away basis in terms of a straight league instead of an abridged league. We hoping that one day it will come out. Some would say Super 6 is not the best test of being crowned champions, but
of course. Of course, the average league is not the best, but right now this is what we have to work with, right? I'm talking about, the teams playing earlier on and then, switching times and all that. I think that's something that really, truly they need to work with. I would actually prefer if the game was a day before or maybe a day afterwards, since matches are actually played once a week, instead of the time, the movement of time and making the ladies play under the sun. honestly, I think these are some of the things that, the NWFL needs to sit down and tackle, going forward. But aside some of those things, these are complaints that we've, actually voiced out on. And I hope that these are some of the things that they will take a look at, going forward when maybe going to the playoffs and, of course, going into next season.
All right, thank you very much, Itoro Jimmy, for your quality time. We look forward to an exciting outing in different centers in Nigeria.
Thank you very much for having me. It was a pleasure.